Costco shopping. People are crazy to get food. Like Costco and similar big box stores sell food in large quantities. And why people would buy such a large amount of food? Why? There are a number of answers. So now there's a false sense of panic created by social media with this corona virus thing. That guy is happy to give tickets to people. He is probably happy about the work he does. People find happiness and this type of emotions through different means. Some people through their work, other people through food, other people through sex, smoking. Different people find their emotions through different means. Let's say soldiers, like these guys who were brought here to prevent the riot. See on the right, there is a number of military cars are on standby. That's the Canadian Army on standby to prevent people rioting here and fighting for the food. Okay? Just joking. But who knows? Some people, you see, like drug addicts, do find that those good feelings. Actually, that's one way. I thought I'm signaling to turn left, then I saw one way. Nice. I did that once, but I didn't go too far. I went only a couple of meters on a one-way lane, and someone honked me. I was thankful. So that's downtown Vancouver. So talking about food and ways to find happiness through work, through relationships, through healthy mind, like even fooling yourself that you feel happy. At some point it will work. It's like fake it till you make it. And I will talk about the intellect, like how intellect, like smart people sabotage themselves, relying on an intellect only. So I'm tired. I just came from a customer, and let me see if I can focus on driving and talking at the same time. So Nelson, I'm finding my ways to this town. That's why I point the camera towards, so you won't get bored while I'm talking. Canby Bridge. I don't need that. So let me turn here. So those people who are very smart, they will try to find the explanations and details and answers. And let's say if you are here to learn an answer about what's the better diet for you, is because you've probably tried 10 different diets that are were promoted, because that's the thing. The people who promote a diet, they make money out of selling those things to naive. Otherwise you wouldn't not be able to learn about that specific special wonder making and miraculous diet without the proper marketing they put out, right? I mean, there are lots of let me see. So that's not a one-way road, it's two-way road. So without proper marketing, those miraculous diets would not reach the public unless they are really good. So people spread the news, like a mouth-to-mouth type of information sharing, or word of mouth. Yes, I don't know English, so you know that. But if you heard of that special diet through a media means, through some like newspapers, television, Facebook ads, Google pop-up ads or something, think about, someone is making money and they have to make money quick. Why? Because if it's a really good diet, people will share the news and they say, you know what, this one really works for me, but they are going to be copycats, right? And so these guys, they know the thing, and they want to put out a powerful marketing strategy and a marketing campaign to reach as many people as possible. So, and they want to make that quick money before the copycats comes in. And when they see the stuff slows down, let's say they look at the number, they say, you know what, it cost me this much money to make this much money, and I see a drop on the profits. I see a drop of on sales. See, dance is one of the best diets, right? So they don't advertise much. Those people who have dance schools, dance studios and stuff. So I think I'm going deeper into Granville. So I'm supposed to get out the city, but I'm going deeper, which is getting me into traffic, which is okay. I'm relaxed, I'm not stressed. So, but I'm saying it takes me a little bit longer to get to the office. Okay, so she's going to the right. So these people who run these companies, the diets and stuff, and the fixes, quick fixes, are all quick fixes. And so when they see the sales drop, then what they do, they start sharing the slice, sharing that type of company through what's called those franchises. So they franchise out the company to other companies, other business people, hoping that they sell that way through affiliates and franchises. So that's about the let me see, Hornby. No, I'm not going here. About this type of diets. Don't buy that bullshit, because they are quick fixes, unless they combine let's say a system that makes, you see, that's another form, kickboxing, releasing some of the energy and getting some sort of an emotion. So it is not for everyone. Not every person should approach kickboxing or swimming or something. It's not for everyone. It doesn't give you that emotion. But if you dig deep in your mind, what's the type of activity that says no, turn right? That's what's the type of activity that gives you a pleasure, makes you feel good, and at the same time is burning some of the calories, right? Now, once you get that pleasure, let this guy go. You go. Once you get that pleasure, then you're not seeking much of the pleasure into food, through food, because that's the idea. People who are not satisfied, they try to satisfy themselves through food, because that's the quickest way, and especially because food is available everywhere in these countries. It's easier to satisfy your body and the mind by grabbing something, especially when you can afford. If you look at people who cannot afford healthy, nutritious food, they are going to shop at cheaper food stores like a Walmart and big box stores, where they get bulk because they get some savings, and now they have a bulk of not nutritious food stocked into their home, and every time the body wants something, is craving for something, or the mind wants something like a snack or something, because that's the idea of the snacks, it gives you a quick short burst of pleasure. Most snacks are sweet, and sugar give you that burst of pleasure. I'm going towards the ocean, so I'm not going to the right way. Let me look at this. So I'm going northwest. Oh yes, I'm going straight towards Squamish, so I need to turn right at some point. Let me see if I can turn right here. Yeah, I'll do that. Then I need to hit Hastings by turning right. Yeah, I just went. I said, hopefully this road takes me somewhere. Like people who don't have a clear map or a clear goal, they just assume that doing things in a certain way will lead them certain place, right? So you need to have a clear goal where you go, and you need to know if you do this, it happens that. So I'm telling you now, it's part of the map. So that's four-way stop. But part of the map that if you try the diets, will lead you nowhere. So again, unless not true road. Okay, oh, some strange design. Okay, so it's not true road. Unless, like I said, you combine that diet with something that is helping you to burn some calorie, because you need to build some muscles. If you just diet and you don't eat nutritious food, you might feed your body, but you don't maintain your muscles and your skeleton, your other organs that rely on fresh amount of oxygen, right? So if you don't, one way, so let me see where I'm going. Go. I really don't like I don't hate it, but I don't like to drive in downtown Vancouver. I'm not used to it. I'm concerned, I'm really afraid not to cause some accidents. Turlo. Yeah, so your body was designed based on future. So the designers knew, okay, we had this project before, this genetics before, let's modify. So you are a perfect machine. Oh, I'm back on Navy. You're a perfect machine, tuned well with your environment after hundreds of thousands of years. You can call it evolution, you can call it the same old design, God design, whatever. So let's say if you think that the God designed, I should turn left still. If you think that God designed your body, that's fine. That means that intelligent creature or entity was able to see your future and your present. So maybe he had a thought, okay, intelligent thought, and he knew, okay, if I do this, if I make this person this way, it's going to come out this way, because I see the future, I see how they evolve, I see the environment, how they change the environment, how the environment changed by itself, because the environment is intelligent as well, and I see the evolvement of the whole ecosystem. And if I do this creature, the humans, they call themselves humans, if I do it this way, it's going to evolve that way. So I'm going to create a balance, and I'll make these guys to move, to have sex, to feel good through sex. It's not only for procreation, but to move their bodies and all that stuff. So if you follow the genetics, this design, and if you know that human beings are designed to move, they have muscles to do something, it's not only to eat. Otherwise you would have big muscles on your hands, so you can, let me see what this guy wants. He doesn't want to come in here. So you would have big muscles on your fingers and hands, so you can grab lots of food, and you would be designed with weak leg muscles, so you don't have to walk much, or I don't know. But since you have these muscles everywhere, a complex system of muscle, they are meant to help you survive, like go hunt, go do this, dig for roots, climb the trees, do stuff so you can feed your body and discover the world. But now with a modern world, people rely on science, which gives you some answers, making you feel smart. If you know what the science tells you, make you feel smart. But the science doesn't come to schools to educate people. You know what? Use your freaking body the way it was designed. Now we'll show you the genetics, and we'll show you this gene means that, this code means you have to do this, because if you don't do this, it happens that. But the science doesn't tell you that, doesn't put that stuff in the books for kids. Books that makes, okay, Granville. So if you sit there and looking for pleasure on your life, like food, cell phone stuff, you are against your genetics, right? So you don't do what is written in your fundamental, in a code, in a code. You understand? So this guy is supposed to signal that that cycling guy, so show me the intention, but he doesn't care. So you know what? I'll do turn. If I do go there, yeah, I'll do turn on Seymour, because at least I know where I go. It takes me to Hastings. If I go that way, I may, yeah, I see the water, so I don't know where the heck it goes. Anyway, so you see, if you see that the kids are playing with the parents. The kids are designed to play, and they follow their genetics, because they are not that smart yet. Like these people working in corporate environment, thinking, you know what, I'll climb the ladder, I'll be at the top using my brain, my computing power, and I'll play politics, or I'll play mental games or stuff, put other people down because I'm smarter. I'm the smarter one in a group, so I can climb the ladder, I can do that, I can impress, I can feel good about myself, I can buy the happiness through my intellect, right? So those are adults who rely on a computer, on the mind computer, and when the mind computer, when the brain does not have enough power, because other people use external tools, other computers and gadgets and all those toys to get ahead in life and buy happiness, buying cool stuff, toys, expensive cars, and getting at the top of the office buildings, not like these ones but others, you know, when they get an office at the top and a hotel suite at the top, they feel at the top. And what they do, actually, they are seeking an emotion. They are seeking happiness, right? That's why people do that. Some people try to express their talent, but even when they express their talent to become the best in their trade, the best in their field, are still seeking an emotion, because that's the trick the designer put into the genetics. It's the reward mechanism in the brain that triggers the dopamine, right? So when people do something and they achieve goals and they do stuff and they keep getting that dopamine because they win this game, they win this career move, they got this much extra money, but those things are always short-lived, right? So you got to the top of your career and you're happy for a month or 2 months or something, but then it becomes dull. It's the same office, the same secretary you got, the same wife, the same kids, so the happiness, the burst of happiness is gone. So now you're seeking to do something with your money. Okay, oh yeah, I'll go around the world, I'll try to get another short-lived happiness, right? So these people do that, and that's the trick. It's being written into their DNA to make them seeking the happiness through achievements, and that's the way the world move forward. Like people invent something, create something, they build a company, build a building, build a house, build a boat, build a guitar, you know. So they keep seeking that good feeling, achieving stuff, and the world move forward. That's the trick. It is written in your code. But if you don't have the computer power, let's say your brain does not help you, that's okay. I can tell you, I'm cool that I'm not that intelligent. I'm really okay with that. And I'm not seeking to boost my brain power, brain capacity, because, you know, I'm getting older. So for me, wisdom is more important than the smarts. And so talking about food, because these things, when I talk about one topic, it's all related to other topics. And if I look at the people who are not patients, so those who watch like 5 minutes, 3 minutes in the video, say, oh, what is my fucking answer? I was looking for a diet or a method to lose weight and I can't find it, fuck off. I'm going to find different method. Of course, that's why they keep looking, you keep searching, and that's why they found this video in the first place, because they tried 10 diets and nothing works, and they will keep searching. They will keep searching because nothing will work if you don't follow your genetics and what the body is supposed to do. Of course, you will keep trying, keep looking for those answers, because your brain will keep trying to sabotage you. Your brain will tell you you're smart, you can find it, you can do this and that, but actually that's ego. So part of your ego will sabotage you, will make you think that you can find the answer by yourself. And try that. Try to go to rely on your ego, your intellect. So ego is not the same thing with the intellect, I'm just saying. But try to rely on your intellect only. Go somewhere, or let's say if it's a war or something, you break a leg or something, you lose your job, or you get a stroke, right? You get a stroke, and now you can use only half of your body, and you lose your job, and now you have to change. You don't make that much money. Even you're smart. Let's say if I look at this guy who died, fucked up guy. People are saying that he was one of the smartest in the world. It was a guy who got handicapped, some scientist, Hopkins or whatever. I don't know with those names, because for me, I don't rely on science alone. I use science, but it's not the answer for my life. Yeah, so those people who use intellect, they brag about knowing that guy because they learn from his statements. So he put out some statements like there is no God, there is no that and that, like this is God particle, and it's all bullshit. There is no such a thing as a God particle. A different topic. I'm telling you my opinion. I'm not telling you what to believe. That's my opinion. So some people who are really smart, means they use their computer power, their mind computer power, or external tools like computers and stuff. They are tempted to think, you know what, if life is beautiful for me and I feel good,